Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm BattyPrincess, I'm your hostess for tonight, and we are here back with this Elysium. How is everyone doing? Welcome. Hope everyone's weekend is going well. Hope everyone has been resting properly. I feel way better today than yesterday. My throat feels better, I can speak, my legs still hurt. They're hurting less, but they're still hurting quite a lot. I'll probably not walk a lot for like 2 more days. But yeah, I hope everyone has been having a good weekend. Hope everyone has been resting properly, and I hope everyone is ready for more Dusk Elysium, going back to where we stopped it, where our good friend Kin has left us for errands and left the Disaster Cup, which is us, free to do whatever we want. And we're actually doing missions. We're actually gonna be talking to people and trying to do our best to find, to investigate the murder. So yeah, let's just do that. I've been waiting to play this game for a while. Cause this game has taken over my mind. Especially these last few episodes, it has been fantastic.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What does smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them, until heavy trucks full of black pitch.
Okay.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
I mean, I always like when the game gives me XP for free. Okay, let me just remember, I have to bring this to Isobel and Liliana.
You stop mid-step and put your hand on the garish necktie.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
I really don't care about any bottle, I don't want to look at it.
You should care! I'm getting a very special vibe from that bottle. Please go talk to him. I need to look at it closer.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Wait, Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the
Oh,
fourth.
someone sent me a message on Reddit. I was asking an Elite Dangerous question and I want to see if it has been answered. Because that game is incredibly cryptic sometimes, annoyingly so. Okay, I'm gonna reply to this person because this Okay, I'm sorry to this person, but this is a very different This answer does not match the question. I said, I know this might be a very stupid question, but some bounty missions take longer than they should because the ship keeps running away to another system and becomes this boring cat and mouse game until I finally take them out. How do you know someone is trying to use the FSD to run away so you can interdict them beforehand? The UI has a lot of elements. Is it something there? Does it tell you anywhere the ship is gonna zoom away? Maybe it's a visual cue, or is it more of a gut feeling? And a person is like, oh, you gotta do this to activate the things. Like, that's not the question. I know how to activate it. I just don't know when I should use it. Oh no, sorry. You misunderstood me. I know how to activate the FSD interdictor and how to use it. I just don't know when I should use it because I can't seem to tell the other ship is activating their AFSD to run away. I don't know if there's any UI cue or visual cue from their ship letting me know they are gonna do that. Okay, anyways, back to the game.
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
What was the question that he made? How are the high concept reality-based adventures? Am I 50 years old? Say, you know, people tell me I'm a cop and get used to that.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker? Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Please. Please don't go. Don't go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
Be seeing you.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
What about you?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 re-
See? There it is, Bratushka. It's a
300?
game.
This is just another stupid drunk idea I'm having that I'm attributing to my necktie.
Ratan, you don't understand. It's not just another drink. This is what our relationship has been building towards all these years. This is the climax, the mystery, the virginal sigh. You have to buy it from him. Get it off him. Kill him if you have to. Our ultimate fate depends on it. And the fate of many worlds.
No. Simply no. By the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Maybe okay, sorry, I was reading Reddit again.
Bought beer, even bought a bit of speed.
I'll stop paying attention to
everyone on my hook.
Reddit.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook too.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who is Abigail?
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Walk away.
Don't call Abigail.
Now just leave him alone. We don't want to waste too much time here anyways. What about kids? Hi, kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Hey, where is your mom?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
Bye kids, take care. Again, let me just check their names. Isabel, Liliana. Okay, I'm answering Reddit again, so I'm just showing everyone so people know what I'm doing. I think I'm the dumb one. You misunderstand how the thing works. It doesn't stop people from jumping, stop them from being super cruisy. Oh, thank you. So I was just being dumb, but really appreciate it for you. I really appreciate you clearing it out for me. So I guess there is no real way to stop someone from using their FSD besides maybe destroying the drive module? I wouldn't know how to properly do that though. So I guess there's no real way to stop someone from using the FSD. You just gotta super cruise fast enough after them so you can interdict them. Okay. The answer should be here. I hope the answer is here. There we go. Okay. Anyways, back to the game. I was just showing everyone, in case you played Elite Dangerous, hey, you're learning something. The game is very hard to know what to do. Okay, back to it. It's Lillian and Isobel, right? Isobel and Lillian, okay.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
I'm a cop, I don't cause trouble, I take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own
If I
heel.
consider a new omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations.
Oh, don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
One more time, I can just have the room?
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it.
When Varson communist revolutionary Ignas Nielsen was in hiding, he stayed in a hut on the Boreal Plateau for 10 months.
I don't need much, it sounds just fine.
An uncomplicated man. I take it that means you're interested.
No, I don't want a free room, it's not proper.
Suit yourself. But should you ever need shelter, remember old Isabel and her shack by the sea.
Oh, is this Isobel? Tell me about yourself, who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant Double Yefreitor Harry Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
So this is Isabel. I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Eva wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing.
I'll go ask her first then.
Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local bigwig. Not at all.
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
There's gotta be something here.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The box? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Alright, there's another Wrangler
She
address.
nods,
What's further
wincing
down the
another.
coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Dolorian Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then. The ecclesiastes have tried to get things going there, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I got the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time. Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka.
What else is down
Right.
coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartment or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be
anything else of
something
note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Alright, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there.
Goodbye, I'm off. Okay. Let's walk around a little bit. Boardwalk, the island, lanes, and Okay, so this is Lian. Oh, boots perception. I don't need that much composure, I do need a little bit more perception. There we go. I kind of look even more like a cop now.
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with?
I've got questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
This is... no, I'm not gonna ask this one. She's just gonna slap me with a... metaphorically speaking, with an answer. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk.
Thank you so much for the flex, for flexing.
Muscles.
8,000 points. Thank you so much. How are you doing, my dear? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him,
How are you doing,
mourned
Ass?
for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
I'm doing okay. Almost on vacation.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
I'm very, very, very tired, but I'm almost on vacation. I just need to finish grading homework, which I'm not gonna do tonight because I'm tired. But maybe I'll finish tomorrow or maybe on Tuesday, and then it will be officially done, and I'll be on quote-unquote vacation. I'll still work on Saturdays, but I'll be on vacation, and I can rest a little bit.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
I was asked to get your signature.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everett's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
But what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
So will you sign it?
Aye. Why not? Fine. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not looking for someone. Oh, I know. Oh yeah, the guy, the husband. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading.
I recently look at your YouTube channel, watch a little bit of your XCOM 2 veteran gameplay from you, might watch more of it. Ooh, I hope you have fun. I was very proud of my first ever playthrough of XCOM 2 because in my first time playing the game on veteran Iron Man, I finished it. And I didn't lose a lot of soldiers, so I'm very proud of it. However, that was before I had War of the Chosen, the DLC War of the Chosen. War of the Chosen increases the difficulty of the game by a very wide margin. The DLC makes it way harder. That's it, I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Be seeing you.
The old woman. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it.
What is the song you're humming?
Right
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if
It is not. Have you ever heard the... Oh, I forgot the name of the song. The one the Huntress sings in Dead by Daylight. It's also a lullaby and it's also a dark song. That sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
I got Lillian's signature. Will you sign the papers now?
Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign.
What do you have against the Union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man. And neither should you.
I don't trust him,
mind,
but...
The Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple, and there's no changing it. She speaks with the authority of a leader. Hers is the final word around here.
Okay, 42%. I need... I didn't pay attention. What do I have to use?
A policeman.
Suggestion.
What? A policeman.
This is the best I can
What can our
do.
village do for you?
Logic and
Oh my
reason
God.
won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest vulnerability? Does this feel like a good thing, though?
What's going to happen to Lillian's twins?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? They are gonna grow up, of course. I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for themselves.
They didn't end up like the moribund alcoholics?
No, they are good kids. I brought them up the right way.
Are they here now?
No, they moved to Faubourg for work.
And what do you think Lillian's kids are going to do when they grow up?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
And then what?
Then,
Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I don't believe the Phasmids Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? It's not like the coalition government is coming to save us. I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them?
Nod.
Did you say something?
I said we'll sign the papers for the children.
Fine. See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Ever plans to muscle you out with construction noise? It did say that there's a possibility people will do that. It didn't say that's the intention. So I'm not gonna say that. Anyways, quick save. And also I'm checking my message right now because I got... Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Someone responded to my... Yeah, people on Reddit are like, no, we get it. The combat is very hard in the game. It's okay, we're gonna explain to you. Things are weird. Okay, let's check inside this house. Oh, this is a very nice place, isn't it? I can just pick up the bird and sell. Hey, little girl.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yeah, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
What's this? Show the bird.
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
What's the thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Oh, okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Lammy.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Goodbye.
Bye!
Bye-bye, lady. Yeah, let's be nice to kids, okay? Okay, let's continue investigating. Where do we go? This place is so big. Oh my god. This place is huge. How do I get up there? I swear I'm trying. I'm just gonna click and let the character walk by on their own because I can't. How do you get there? Okay. Oh, this is the way. Okay, there you go. Around? I'm gonna forget the way. This place is huge. You can't enter, that's what it says, but it's in French. But it's similar to Portuguese, as I can understand. Okay, let me check this first.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
I'm gonna increase my visual calculus by putting on my glasses. I think I can just keep on these glasses. I think they work very well. Okay.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the crack, unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
Fine, okay.
The scattering of bullet...
Yeah, no, she's fine, whatever. I'll just go. What is this? Oh, that's a hat. Logic percent. I would rather have this. More logic. Yeah, increase my logic. Oh my god, that's huge. Awuve, how are you doing, my dear? Welcome to the Batcave. How are you? Yeah, now I can... No, I'm actually gonna keep the glasses for now. Don't tell me Betty was streaming. I mean, I posted in the server. I did get back from the store earlier. Ooh, what did you buy on the store? Like just groceries? Hello. Are you the husband? Are you Morel?
Here we go.
Yeah, you are.
Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
The cryptozoologist? The cryptofascist?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The water's lock being fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long. I just have to do one more round. See if the Phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Tell me about this Phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for him.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a Phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Vale says also some stuff for pup and something I've been waiting for a while. Just don't ask how much I spent. I will not ask, but I'm happy that you're making the puppy happy. Also, I think I already know what I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level up my visual calculus. I think it's gonna start becoming more and more important as we go on.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialized techniques.
Now that
to
I know that
protect
the
itself.
inland empire is not that important, next time I play this game, I'm gonna put points on, like, I don't know, suggestion or visual calculus or volition, something that is more important. Anyways. What sorts of specialized techniques is the Phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal
nice, Vale.
perception, impeding pattern recognition. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this Phasmid.
How big is this Phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of Phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm.
27 inches. I don't know how big that is because I don't know the concept of inches, but... Hey, nice, you got a new monitor.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why are you so interested in the stick bug? Oh, wait. Okay, well, why are you in this one? It doesn't seem to as colorful as some of the other ones.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian Phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
But if no one can prove it exists, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the Phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific
68.
advancement.
Oh, that's quite big, actually. Oh, nice.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian Phasmid is more than mere superstition.
What would it be like to grasp and hold onto something you think is next to you, or just behind you, like a trace of vapor you exhaled one spring morning as a child?
What makes you
This is
think the
what he's
Phasmid is
searching
here in
for.
Martinez?
There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian Phasmid to an uncanny degree, despite not knowing what it was themselves. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulinian Phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population
That's pretty clever.
to survive.
Yes, the Insulindian Phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch.
Tell me
But
more
as
about
a
these
scientist-
traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Oh, Lena designed the traps?
Yes,
How do the traps work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the Phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
He just said locust, but what are you using as bait?
Locusts.
Okay.
Inside the traps, a number of a meat-eating stick insect. Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
Not a big fan of skepticism, this one.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Let me ask about something else.
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Won't let Lena down? Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the Phasmids somehow.
I didn't know the Phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted the Phasmid?
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious Phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could go back to Whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later?
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this.
What if I check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail.
What do I
and
do if there's a
above all,
Phasmid in one of these
assist.
traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I encounter the Phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Sure.
Wise choice.
What are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds
Oh my
going
god,
up the
wait,
slope.
so there's
And
this
among
one.
them,
There's one next to the boathouses, I know where that is. Another one's in Land's East, behind a small sand dune on your way to the old radio tower. After the church. The third is set near the canal where you cross by a concrete slab.
You should
Okay.
check at least one of those before
Alright.
it. Thank you for your help. Gary and I will stop.
Finally, you're being sensible.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, but what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
I'll get going. Inspect the traps, check the trap. Okay, well. I can do that in a second. Let's talk to the guy first.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Yeah, I'm more of a city boy too.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Of course a fascist is gonna use the word degenerates.
Degenerates? This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage, pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people. Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
You said Revocol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
The stupid way. He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
I can see you recognize it. It's in your eyes.
I may have had a similar looking mug in the past. That's all.
Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
Nah, Gary, I just want information.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling racks, into the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yeah, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes, of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martin.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Yeah, let's move on for now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Oh, my composure is really bad. I'll try.
Is he? He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
Are those prayer beads I keep hearing?
I don't pray, officer. Faith in non-existent helpers is a
Hi,
sign of
Silver,
weakness.
how are you doing?
Not for proper Revocolian men such as ourselves.
Thank you for your cooperation. How are you doing, my dear? Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, let's check the traps for these guys.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
Wait, I can't see anything interesting.
You don't have a reason to.
What is this
Yet.
about?
Nothing. Just
Okay, I don't know where to go now. I mean, if we check it down there, I guess we're gonna go over here. Move. I'm trying to click. It's not clicking on the water, but okay. This is just the city where I was, the area where I was, so I guess I'm gonna go... Quick travel unlocked. Okay, so I can go further up. But there's also this area here. Where we saw that there's a guy. Oh, it's here, there you go, okay.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
No, just leave it there. Huh. How do I get there? This place is bigger than I thought, and I'm gonna get lost.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow.
What is this?
Looks like a makeshift. When junior researcher,
Just push.
the pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Hello, what are you doing here?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Your child's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do have a hat.
You don't have to do anything.
I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice, you should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well... Look man, fuck the hat.
Your pulse rises. What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law.
I'm not gonna try Shiloh, I'm just gonna say... Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
What's your name?
Estelle.
And your surname?
Why?
Why need? Forget it.
Okay.
What's the device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
What am I supposed to do with this?
No idea.
How does this thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
Never mind, let's talk about that Contact Mic instead.
Sure. Okay.
What are you doing out here in the code? I'm gonna ask Danny in a sec because I saw Vale send a message. Person, fucks head. Eric Cartman voice in my head. Respect my authority. The authority voice sometimes gets really mad, and you don't need to be authoritarian all the time. She's just talking about the head. You don't have to be so aggressive. What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Wait, what happened to the microphones? The headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for the cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just not.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
No, don't mention the hat. She's gonna be mad about it, right? You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really...
The
not
boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep. They were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I don't wanna... I will load the game if I give her this jacket, because I can wear another one that I want to give, but I don't want to give her this one. But my jacket?
No, man, fuck that. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
Alright then.
She's shivering a bit.
Here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks. Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, so you can lose the hat, so I'm gonna load the game. I'll just do the same decisions I made, but I'm gonna wear a different hat. Yeah, like if you're playing as a nice person, Harry is actually very nice to people. Let me see if I remember how to get there. Oh, you have to analyze from the other side first before you can kick it down. Okay. Thankfully, time doesn't pass while you're in the overworld. Time only passes when you're talking to people. There you go. Oh yeah, some of the voices in your head have a very... The authority voice specifically has a very short fuse. Or the... What's the name? I think it's the Half-Light voice. It also has a very short fuse. Why can't I kick this? There we go. I don't know why it was not showing up.
A pane of Eternite. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
There you go. How many hats do I have? I can give her this one because I don't want to use this one, but I can give it this little like little one because I don't use it. So I'm gonna quick save. It's gonna be very quick.
It's shaggy. Look.
Oh.
It's cold out here.
Huh? So I should...
You don't have to.
Oh. I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Your pulse. What did she just say?
I'm sorry. My whole family's a cell. Why? Okay. This, actually just one. A contact.
Your mangled brain would like you to... No idea.
The mic? I don't... Same place I got the... Oh man. It's a mute.
Thinking about it really cheers.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that means. That's cool. Sure. Okay. Recording. I think I'm... My boyfriend... I don't know.
A lie. Then
The musicians in the Palace. Anyway, I don't really...
she looks at the recording device.
No, man. Fuck that.
She's shivering a bit.
That? Yeah.
And why is that?
They got too much music stuff most... Yep. That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive. Thanks. Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Do I have anything to increase empathy? I can't pull this up. Oh wait, I can do this. And do this. Okay. Do I have anything to increase empathy? Oh, these glasses. Okay, let's try.
Hello again.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to see here on the eyes, feeling miserable. Do I want to say this? Can I just put it down?
Nothing to emote over. You put the device back on the ice.
It's supposed to become, like, except that... Yeah.
Wait.
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electron synthesizers.
You see clear, beautiful, violent...
I know. It's not my idea. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're a cop, right?
Okay, I don't know if I failed the thing by not saying that, but it seemed a little too harsh to say that. Let me just read again. Synthesizer, she was talking about this. They want to make a church into like a club. Yeah, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you'd go ahead.
Okay, I just wanna check what would have happened if I had said that aggressive sounding sentence. Because I'm curious now. Can you talk to her?
Hello again.
The device is still warm from her. She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended to be better for you, but they fail. It is easier to live in this failure with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
I don't really get this train of thought here.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. Something changes between you two. She looks at you.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Okay, now I'm just curious, okay? I'm just curious. What happened if you were super creepy and said the dark? But it seems like giving her an answer with that
Hello
was
again.
not that bad. Let me just check.
The device is
Okay.
still. She looks you in the wind. It's real.
What is? I know. I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do. Something changes.
Okay.
So thanks,
Well-
I guess, for the psych.
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there's something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices to take your progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
Don't get me wrong, I offer is slow and steady progress, just so people will be a little more reasonable, is that all?
Okay. So you're not that upset, it sounds like.
I told you I'm highly distressed about the state of affairs.
Uh-huh. And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Perhaps.
Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'll throw in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
They were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, the reading them make me not feel good.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
I don't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything
I
about
remember her
her?
saying that, that's all.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise?
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erase all memory of this world.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
What is this Königstein wank?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
You know, I'm not sure this made things any better.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten, actually.
Now we can talk about the
supposed to
music.
accept that. You know, anodic, synthesizer.
You see clear, beautiful.
I know. Hey. Okay, well, they're inside that thing. Go ahead.
Okay, this was way better than before. Now let's go talk to the boys. Why not?
The tent is just tarpaulin fab.
Come on! Get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader. Or at least he thinks he is.
Oh no. Hey, why does the girl have no space to get in?
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg! Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Was there something you wanted? Your friend Acel said there was a problem with the church.
Ah, so you've met her. Good, good.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There is concern in his voice.
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
Enough histrionics, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads! Burnouts!
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Reversholt.
Strike that! The word!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there were the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
We don't know the situation there. We can go take a look. Let's just say I won't stand for necromancers of any kind. No necromancers on my watch.
Yes, yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Saint spelled the British way.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
What's the status of the church? I haven't got inside the building yet.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold.
What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
You locked people in there? They're gonna be so mad.
Noid watches you pick up the key with a smirk.
How long have these people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can I be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85%
You locked people in
sure
there
they're
for a
still
week.
alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andrea, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like nonsense.
You're right. It is nonsense. Total garbage. I knew you'd see through it. You're one smart
This guy
cop.
is such a bootlicker.
It feels good to be the smart cop, doesn't it? That's a good cop to be. Has a nice ring to it. Smart cop. You wouldn't want to be stupid cop, now would you? But still, maybe he's just sucking up to you.
Okay, bye. Now where was I with the padlock?
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of...
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly? He doesn't know.
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time.
Okay, machines in there.
Wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
A filter?
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silent.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was...
You haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone, or something, eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
How can you be so sure the burnouts are dope heads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
Was that about something watching
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite.
Not human.
It was this dark shape. Yeah, you know.
It was still
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
crab man.
Yeah, totally.
You should ask.
The implications of this are, there probably is no crab man.
They're just wasting
Don't let
time.
them draw you in with this
I'm not gonna
nonsense.
waste time going on this train of thought.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind of Ecclesiastes on the church. Who are these Ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Now humor me, Andrew. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
Now, Andre, in your opinion, would this ancient religious organization who anoints the innocents want a club for Nordic music in one of their churches?
Totally.
The Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my
Vale in chat is probably shaking his head to this whole conversation. Face palming.
Love is hardcore.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
I gotta be honest, this is too much. No sane organization want this level of absurdity in their church.
That's pretty downbeat. I think I speak for all of us when I say we expected the law to be more open to the idea of love, unity.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I guess it is. So, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to stop.
Yeah, let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world!
I want to ask you about this thing full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab. He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Damn. Logic very low.
As always.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Look, I'm just trying to do my job. No need for extravagance.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Why not? Send out the telefax then. I'm not ashamed.
Done and done. No act.
Quick save. Oh. I forgot about this. Yeah, for now I don't care. Let's see. I need logic, right?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Damn, that's really low. Okay, I'll try.
Well, first of all, you're us indeed. Plus, it still feels as if this didn't quite...
I'll come here another time. I don't want to bother with all the text. I'm just gonna get out. Hey, girl.
The shaggy head.
So you talked to my associates, right?
I'll help you, alright.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya?
The others told me you
We've
went
been
inside the
waiting for
church. What
weeks
did you
here.
see there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression.
Go
Didn't
on.
say it. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
What does crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
The crab and the banger?
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
I'll be honest, I don't believe you.
I don't blame you. I mean, I wouldn't believe me either. I'm surprised Noid did. Andre, I expected.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Okay, well, I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Let's make a save here, and god, it's already like almost 7 PM in the game. We have so much to look around. Oh, this is the church where the sniper could have been, so... right? Where is it? And also we have the traps. I think the church is one of the spots. Oh, I think I'll have to wear like a flashlight as I go in. You know what? Sure, let's do the church first. I hope I'm not wasting too much time. We can stay awake if necessary.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together. You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame
Don't make this so
everything.
hardened.
It's the contrast between the...
Okay, I'm just gonna read this fast because it's taking too long. Okay.
These forces of future.
Take another look at the boring padlock for absurdity's
This
sake.
cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into
Why
the
not?
wooden door.
Really?
Your hands are clammy from the sea air. The lock clanks against the door.
This made me lose
Cold
morale. I'm just
and
not gonna
heavy.
try stuff. Just open it.
The lock turns easily. As you do, you hear a great whoosh of air in the heart.
Okay. We're in the church. Oh my god, are these the RPG guys? I sold the dice, no. Are the RPG guys living in here?
A machine stands in the corner, watched over a quaint little box of radio waves. Better not touch it. Who knows what evils it may hide? As you step closer, you notice fluorescent play and print buttons. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments. Smoldering, nothing happens. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Fortress Accident, like the one in the doomed commercial area?
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune, the other on Rue de Saint-Guedelaine.
Saint-Brune. That's the...
Anything else I can help you with?
Look inside the car, but the tape on the filament just said log Fabmar.
Good. Please repeat the password.
I don't know the password.
Received.
That sounds bad.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
The machines keep...
Yeah, I was right, it's the RPG guys. Oh, I wish I had a die so I can tell them about the things. If only I had sold the bottles earlier. I'm mad now.
In white, silver, and apricot.
If I miss something because of this.
In her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress.
No.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass, as if under a microscope.
No, I'm not your bug.
That bitter thought passes through your mind as you stand in the apricot-colored light of the window. The woman keeps smiling, a distant smile above you, sundered by the crack in the glass.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still.
Wait, what exactly is an
and will haunt
innocence?
you forever. The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world's spirit.
A ruler?
More. An innocence is elected.
Okay, I'm just gonna read faster. It's taking too long. Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago.
Okay, what else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court,
She's the king,
the
and
wife
she was
of
born
a
to be beauty.
draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit?
Yes! Big bummer! Boring history! Gotta keep it light, man!
Where is this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness.
Fuck this pain, Bratan!
No, you must know.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play, but she made the most of her position in the antediluvian court. She was an almost preternaturally It was on her advice that Irene la Navigateur. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and bystanders reported golden filament, that is why the lungs are the...
Okay, it's just... People, I'm sorry for skipping, it's just so much exposition. And they take so long to read. Oh, more.
As did we all. The lands of
but I'm just reading for myself at this point.
And even in a city called Advesperaskit.
Like, when are you gonna need this? This is just encyclopedia stuff.
In a white and pearl dress, on an emptied out plaza, with the... Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestone. One of the men in this secret service killed her. 22 years, something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. This inhuman quality.
Okay. There's something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No, was there something bad about her? I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule, part suggesting those who fight against it are. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if this subtle terror is part of her iconography, but she was not. There you stand, below her.
Yeah, it's just so much exposure to say, like, she was a ruler like everyone else, she was deify later with this church, etc., but she was not perfect and she did bad things. But anyways, reconstruct the cracked glass, or try to.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator.
Now this I'm
She's
interested
depicted
about.
as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs.
Immortal, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
It doesn't mean like appreciate life, death, appreciate death, the life, the new life.
And then along the left side, après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Appreciate the world. I don't know what grey is. Appreciate grey, the world of the new.
After life, death.
Oh, after.
After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After
oh,
the
the nouveau is not new, it's like again.
This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this.
I thought wrong because in Portuguese, novo, which is similar to novio, it's new,
death.
Not again. But it also makes sense because again in Portuguese it's de novo, so it uses the same word. It has just a little bit of extra before it. Well, okay. Oh, Legree is the pale. Oh yeah, we saw that on the book in the library. It came to my mind now.
The mother of human.
Anyways, this is just something I can analyze. I can't enter there. I thought I could. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell them what's happening, because I know it's just the guys. It's just the RPG guy. Hi. Hi. Flashlight on your face. Hi.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church, I check it out.
And? What happened?
Nothing, I just walked around a bit, there was no one inside.
But you did see the machines, right? And the spooky water basin set up in the ritualistic circle in the middle of the church.
I think it's just so the water doesn't get on the cables.
I tell you, they're in there. You just have to give it another go. As always.
Sure. Also, I completely forgot that I kicked this down. I don't know why I keep running around it. I'll give another look-see for them, but I don't see any reason why to. I don't think there's anything here. What?
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All this. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower.
Try to see beyond, but I can't. This place is huge.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague it's like you see your own face reflected back at you in the vanishing geometry.
I try to make something out,
Strange.
anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented. You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it. Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
This is the police, show yourself.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershore.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
He's a born preacher. Enjoy the rhetorical flourishes, but remain vigilant. Don't let him get too close. He's crazy.
Wait, what qualifies as too close?
Giving away all of your possessions, sacrificing a limb to appease an angry god, trying to live on air and light alone, as though you were some kind of plant.
Vigilance is practically my middle name. I won't let anyone talk me into anything unreasonable.
That's right. You've got to watch your own back. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
You can just say, oh, hell no, and run. I'm a policeman. I used to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
You know, he may be strange, but you might want to pay attention to what he's saying.
Fuck you, Crabman! You don't tell us what to do! Tell him!
That's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastical property.
The only thing we need to talk about is how the mother can really help you, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
¿Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
Okay, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
And you cannot know that when you both live here.
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me, how she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
Have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Ese. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes identifying regional trains in the interest of public safety, of course.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
Though we used to, a long time ago.
So what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
He must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools?
Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
These seem a tad derivative.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
Where were you before you became a crab man and a wood carver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is. Tiago's my name, by the way. Though those syllables don't mean much to me. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name is Harry Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant W. Freighter.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforate.
Okay.
I circled it. Nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Are these yours?
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have
Mother
them.
of Silence, you mean
I
her?
don't need
Point to the
them
window.
anymore. No. There's a new god in town. And she can be painted. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense.
Okay, what will
She
happen once
saved
you
me.
drink from this perforation?
But I will be incinerated, but not destroyed.
We're just
Finally,
talking to a
I
crazy
wonder
guy who
the
lives in
state
a
of the
church.
world.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Let's agree to disagree. Sorry. I was being sensitive. Sorry, let's move on.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time.
Oh my god, I got an achievement. Literally the sorriest cop on the earth. Apologize 10 times. How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here. Back when I still had material worry. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me.
I should understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
I think it's good we should all sing a bit more.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is, you may be thinking, but fire crackles.
Right.
The sinewy figure.
Okay, then thanks.
I think we're done here, essay.
Okay, we can check the password now. God, there's gonna be so much going on now.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
Okay.
The speak.
Good evening. Good. Please repeat. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the code, fortress accident, is there anything else I can sleep well?
The machine's key. The printer prints out a long text document. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short.
What day is it now? I don't remember what day it is now. Oh well.
Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks 6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. See? Even one of the spooky 7th of February, 51. Finally, 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems. Artists, yet again. Harassing citizens, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe. She must be talking about her former colleagues from Fortress Accident. 12th of February, 51. Brought some food. 25th
yeah, I'm just reading it very
February,
fast because it's
51.
Very long though.
I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. 28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence. March, 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. This March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. You're so lost in your reading that you don't even notice the sound of the door opening.
She's here.
A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Hi, I'm a police officer. Hello.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
I'm here on a side case representing certain musical venue organizers. I'm with the RCM, you see?
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Sure, I can wait.
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Hey, are you the lead programmer of Warrow and Hunter by any chance?
Yes. Or, no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
Have you seen the Crabman?
Nope.
Do you know he's around?
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
And the Crabman has seen you.
I don't care. I don't care about crabmen.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
Well, there are so many machines in this
I brought
place.
them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR1 as my RAIN prefect's processing unit.
What?
RAIN prefect. My radio computer.
An antenna is its processing unit.
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Not really.
Alright. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
And the AR1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend... Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything.
She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Working on what?
Could you just... shh for a moment?
God,
Or
I'm
get to
being
the
so
point.
annoying right now.
I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And
What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay?
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them
Right.
for.
Great.
What are you doing here?
You really like those questions, don't you?
There have been complaints from your neighbors.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what?
Is the hole connected to the data logs in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated
A hole in
than
the
that.
world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you...
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
You measure it by collecting data on its surroundings, on that which exists, which, by the way, is how scientists actually collect information about how black holes work, because you can't analyze the black hole itself, because the black hole absorbs everything. It doesn't emit anything back out to us besides radiation. It's not even out, it's just around. Like, there's things around the black hole, but the black hole itself, you can't really do anything to it. You measure it by collecting data surrounding that which exists.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Ah, hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named
That's where
it
the Crabman
Swallow.
lives.
I know.
You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You say that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I want you to know.
Great. Thanks.
How do you feel about hypnotic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Okay, wow, that was quick. Why do you hate it?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it. But to a sober mind, it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how do you feel about a club for Nordic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
Why do they want to build them?
Take a guess, why don't you?
I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for a Nordic.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs.
I mean, I tried to interview them, I just couldn't. Well, we can go later analyze the other side of the place, the other thing, but for now let's just talk with the teenagers. Also, since the place is not so dark inside, I'm just gonna put these back on. Also, I was gonna go around again. Just go here. Oh yeah, can I talk to her about the crime man?
Hello again.
No. It's getting late in the game.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Goodbye, officer.
Damn. I'm gonna try my very best.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Nothing jumps out to you.
Come on.
Nothing. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick.
Goodbye, officer.
Really? I'll go back another time then for them. This will be something for later. In that case, let me see, where else can I go? Because we still have the traps to look at for the guy. They say past a church behind a dune.
There's a trap in the reeds at your
Look
feet.
around.
The reeds sway. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end. Surround
for the trap.
locusts are crawling around in the trap.
Okay. We're not really gonna get anything, but, you know, make the guy happy by checking this for him.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus.
Maybe
A
the campfire
bottle
was used by the
in it
perpetrator?
to warm his hands before he pulled the trigger. There are no markings on the ground for a tripod. He would have had to lie on a mattress. This is simply not a good spot for
Maybe
a
the
1.2
assailant climbed the
kilometer
comms tower, took the shot there?
The salty water has corroded the ladder to nothing but two thin orange rails. In addition, there is no stable nest.
Look over the water to the whirling rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over. It's late. There is no light on the third floor of the whirling in rags.
Okay, check this one. Okay, check one trap. What is this?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the concrete structure. Looks military in origin.
I'm not gonna try because it's gonna hurt me and I'm gonna lose points. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm gonna lose health points. Okay, let's go around here now.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this
Get a closer
railing.
look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests it seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Hey, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket. Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in mud.
Ew.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere.
I don't know why I did that. That was not very smart of me. Okay, postcard. Oh, is this the boardwalk where I can see if I can see the sniper position?
There's some tear, two empty bottles of Tallulah vodka, and a can of whoever tossed it here. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra. You see traces of mayonnaise. It's no old...
Just food, okay.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk. Starting another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Before I do that. Okay.
A man lies on the
study his
boardwalk.
clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the top. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005. You should first decide what to do with the corpse before taking any further actions. Talk to Kim about it. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Most of these titles.
Okay.
A man lies on
Study
the
the man
boardwalk.
himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit a bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
So he got drunk and then he died stepping by accident. Is that in his face?
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all. He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last. That's what the chewing gum seems to point to as well.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies
Examine
nearby.
the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. This is what killed him. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
Step on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap.
Examine the chewing gum.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth
Look
is
in.
the blackness of death. To hide the stench of alcohol, no doubt. The entire boardwalk.
What should I do with the body?
Wind. First, you need to talk with the lieutenant. Then report back to the station. This is too complicated to handle on your own.
Okay. Okay, we're doing a lot of things by ourselves and that's not good. We should have King with us. Oh, sorry, I just realized it's this one, not this one. Oh, I didn't check here. Oh, can I maybe make a call to the library? What does the library say? What's the timer?
The library card. Billy is a youth. If lost, please return the card. You should first...
It's already closed. Never mind, not gonna bother with that. There was someone here before, they're not here anymore.
You see, I once... This is the trap.
Look around.
The reeds hiss, the later it gets.
Reach for the trap?
This trap is also full of panicked men. It's lonely doing this alone.
Poor Harry. Need boathouse west of the Feld buildings. Check out the trap near the canal you crossed. Also, check island, check the boardwalk. Where's the boardwalk? What would you consider the boardwalk? This? You know? It's a little hard to know where I should be looking at. Can't really go there. That's gonna be nothing. There's not many places. Yeah, let's just go back. Can I talk to the lady and say like, hey, I pick up the bird, is it okay? Actually, let me quick say so I don't have to walk all the way here again.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning south.
No, okay, let's just leave her alone. All the other options are not options that I want to pursue. So those are the drunk guys. Where's the other trap? Next to the boats? Like here, maybe? Where is it? Oh, here you are.
This traps the reeds bend forlornly toward the water. The constant distance,
Reach
nothing
inside.
but locusts in this trap.
Okay, nothing, as expected. West of the Feld building. Did I miss a place? Because this is the way back. I miss a building to the west. Apologies, I just... Huh. I'm holding right click so like I can see it. Maybe the green will catch my attention. The Feld building. West. So left side we have to go. Okay, I can click over there, so no way of going there. This is the Feld, so it's west of here. Wait. Bullhouse. Is there somewhere else that I did? Oh, I forgot about this little area here. Yeah, I forgot about this.
It takes you a moment. Behind you, the ruins. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No Phasmid either. But still.
Look closer.
Nothing. No traces of the locust or the Insulindian Phasmid. What happened? The reeds continue to hiss around you as you put the empty trap back.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can fast travel. Map. Can I? Can I? Wait, how do I fast travel? I thought I could before. Is it only when I'm in a place? Like if I'm inside a location, then I can fast travel? Maybe? So let's go back to the little town. There you go. Then... Ah, there you go. I have to be inside somewhere. Okay, before I go in, what things can I do here? I can talk to them. Have to talk to... That's kinless later. Expect a trap. Okay, I have to talk to them. Talk to Garte. You can check the bullets later. Oh yeah, the mailbox.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands for good or ill. the deed is done.
I can talk to him later. The question is, can I talk to him now? Or is it too late, I wonder? Because people are still around. So there's a chance I might still be able to talk to him. Also, I'm gonna take this opportunity to...
The tear machine your bottles
get money. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe I have time. Get rid of 2 birds with 1 stone. Yay, he's still here. Okay, good. Hi.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
It turns out the strikers were being served an alcoholic brew. I stopped this madness.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew? Stronger? Stopped it? Strike? I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Hear that? You did it the honest way. You got the real signatures, and now he's happy. Well done. We would have preferred trickery, but the choice was yours, sire. As always. You are the liege, and you're in.
The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
So the village is doomed because I helped you.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, Harry. We are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex. Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex. Low-income housing, if even part of this is true, then why not?
I accept your salute, Harry. All of it is true. I've got the centre, I've got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. And then There will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
You know, he seems like an honest guy. Maybe a little slimy, but maybe a little too much like head in the clouds, maybe. Sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote.
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man richer than Joyce Messier with that vote of yours. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him as he thinks of her.
Did you order the hanged man killed?
Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
Yes, what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Harry. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you ever heard what two giant Ceres hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
He crosses his hands contently, thinking of the interior temperature of the wasp rising.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The
He's not wrong.
hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Oh, moralist is the name for sentries, I think, maybe, in the game. No, I totally agree with him. Like, if they are willing to die for the cause, killing them would not look good, because even a person that is not on their side will think this is too much. How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
Is that why you haven't let Joyce in here?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
Who killed the hanged man?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know.
How do you know it's a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet
I'm just
socialist.
getting the XP because I already
Truth
know
is,
it's
I
a
simply
sniper.
don't know.
He really doesn't.
How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol. And they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez. and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
By bold new revenues, you mean the drug trade?
Drug trade? Now you're being stupid, Harry. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Summer and Isola. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperidone is used to treat severe
And the kids
psychosis.
on the street don't have to give up on speed and pyrrolidon?
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Harry. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
Is Ruby helping you secure this fantastic share?
Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of rubies.
Okay, so that's basically his system here.
I have to admit, that's a well put together plan. I'm far removed from you.
It's also far removed from my men and the people of Martinez who've put their trust in me. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
So is there a trade or isn't there?
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Oh no, I don't want you to look at the big picture, I want you to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys, Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering?
That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done
Could I ask
so
you about
much work.
specific union members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done.
Ha! Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character.
Oh,
So
the
watch
old
out.
lady singing? Who is like out of her mind near the lorries? How did this old woman get a hold of my gun?
Turns out she bought the gun from Roy, the local pawnbroker. And honestly, Harry, I have no idea how your gun ended up in Roy's hands.
Because you pawned off your gun. You pawned it off for liquor. You pawned it so you wouldn't shoot yourself in the head.
Stay silent.
Someone must have stolen it from you while you were sleeping. Anyway, the neighbors of this old lady contacted my men because they trust me and the Barbaders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh,
I don't know why,
and
but
she
something
calls
about this
herself
seems
the
familiar.
Pig.
Hi, Nika. How are you doing, my dear?
Calls herself the Pigs? That sounds bad.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have
How are you doing,
united
Nika?
the RCM and the Debarders Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Everyone going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, woman. Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
What did he give me? I have no idea what he gave me. Oh, maybe a key? Oh, it's just the Union card key. I already have one. But okay, man. You gave me another one. I have two. My spinal column hurts. Oh no, what happened? Okay, we're gonna do like this. We're gonna go back. We have time. We can talk to Garth, we can talk to the cryptozoologist, we can like do all of that, and then we can go to the... God, where are we gonna go? We're gonna go to the fishing village and try to get my gun back. Oh, you slept like the wrong way? Oh, I feel that. That has happened to me a few times before. It sucks. Excuse me. Okay, quick save. Hey, it's you people. Let me talk to Garth first.
Can I help you?
Garth found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
I want to apologize for breaking the great school by bringing you this ruffed grouse.
Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna...
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird.
Goodbye. Hi.
It's great to see you again, officer.
Okay, so talk to her. Hi.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Meskin origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the Phasmid, of course, is more important.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's
Kim is not
ramblings.
here. You can ramble all you want. Kim is not here to stop me.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
Also, I just realized this is a very good view of the models.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's
Oh
extraordinary.
my
what we're
god,
able to
you're going with
describe.
what she saw as a
Go on,
child?
Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, what was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood. Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is
Oh yeah, and it
beyond
was hissing when we were near the beach.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
I mean, we can go back there in a moment.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
You were on a date?
Our first, yes.
Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
What if it is the case?
Maybe. I'm not gonna say maybe imagine it. Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud.
She gave me a tie. Where is it? Elysium. Oh, it's actually a really good looking tie. Also, confront the... Yeah, that's later. Return to Morale with the in the whirling with the news. So talk to her first, and then we can talk to him.
Nothing like...
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, This man is itching for some news on those traps.
Have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary?
No. No, of course not. Why?
Are you sure?
Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up.
He doesn't want to say it, but this is unusual. Gary's been to the jungle with him, to places way more challenging.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And
one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yeah, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them. You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behoove you to tread lightly.
Yes.
Let's just not bother. They're old. Let them do their thing.
This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the Reeds.
Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be? Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What
Insulting morale? When? Interfacing. I can try that later. I should go deal with the gun thing first. Let me just check real quick. Actually, interface. Do I have anything for interface? +1 to Skin of Conscience. Ah, it doesn't give anything. No, it doesn't give anything. It needs to be like... I need to level up, but I'm not gonna spend a point on that.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
I mean, I could try.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locust.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
This is a slippery one. He may respect the law, but mostly wants to pass under the radar. You won't get a chance to talk after you walk out of there. He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out. Morale, it's been fun. Really. But I need a bath, and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be...
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Let's try to talk to him one last time.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
This is hard. I need to increase my composure. I think it's already... Oh no, I can level up my composure. Do I have anything to increase it even more? I'll try.
Always a pleasure to see an officer
Come
of
on.
the law.
Okay, he keeps shifting uncomfortably, but you can't make head or tail of this sound. And honestly, it's rude to stare.
I tried. Let's go back out. Let's deal with... Actually... Before we do anything, before we do what I want to do, let's go here real quick. Buy some medicine.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better. Okay, here. I hope.
There you go. Just some medicine. Let's go. Okay, I can talk to the kids. There's also the kids in the area there, but it's getting late, so we might not be able to ask questions. I spent too long on the church case, you know. I will look inside his house first of all.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts feel like skyscrapers. Sounds like you found the locust detective.
What is this?
Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of It's an ode to self-expression. It's the work of a self-taught visionary.
I mean, if he's taking care of bugs, let him. Like, that's a productive way to spend his time instead of being, you know, using drugs or being with this little girl.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoology set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Why still locusts? Couldn't you find some other pets?
They're not pets. Don't you know what locusts are? When they come out of the fucking sky. Fucking descendant shit.
Stop!
You stop. It's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again. The corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
That's great, Kuno. It's good to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
So that's what this is about.
Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promise I won't do that.
I don't believe you.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. These locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What does the city locust mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that the saddle, I'll better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulinian Phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulinian Phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Yeah, get Kuno away from the other girl. Okay, I hope they're still here. It's getting late. It's like 10 PM in the game. Yeah, the guy is out. There was nothing I could have done. Okay, let's quick save before I talk to him.
Hello, officer.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to
And
stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail. There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a Phasmid or admit defeat, people.
Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you?
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not...
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Okay, going. This game... This game is like weird, but in a very fun way. Okay, can I fast travel back? No, I can't. Okay, fine. Fine. Can I go now? There you go. Hello, old lady. What are you doing out here? It's so late. Okay, the first trap is all the way over here. We can do this very quickly while we're going on the way to
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there.
Oh, sorry. It's just the one trap, okay? It's not all of them, just one. Kian would have killed me. I'm glad that, I'm not glad that Kim is not here with me because I do like Kim and I wish he could be here. But at the same time, he would not approve of any of this that I'm doing. Because this is like a waste of time. Is this the Feld? Yeah, this is the Feld building. And then we go around here.
Morel's trapped. The locusts dazed from. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
I can tell her that we did all of this. Can I please fast travel? Let me fast travel, please. I didn't lose too much time. The person's gonna be there from 2 AM to... from 10 PM to 2 AM, so I have enough time. Let's go to the church, because the church is another fast travel location, and it's closer than the little city. So we can go here, right? There we go. Oh, where is he?
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Moreau?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
You've come so far. You can't leave those locusts there, waiting on the ghost reed with no one to witness when it appears.
Once more onto the breach, then.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's
Lena,
given
what's
up.
wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
You're on the back foot.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all.
It's about Gary.
Everyone is now and then.
Maybe. You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream? Seeing the Insulindian Phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
Morel told me you see it. You all told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmids' existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it.
Please don't let me fail this.
Wrong. I think I was.
I'm not wearing stuff for suggestion.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the Phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the Phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
You know, this reminds you of the Pericarnassian theory of love. In essence, love is a relay out of death. Generation by generation, our love remains in our progeny. Lay some of that on her.
Should I?
Oh, sweetie, I don't think the Pericarnassians were thinking of people in my situation. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived, on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He was still being chill. That's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian Phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
You do that. I'll check the tracks one more time.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
No one can stop you from finding the Phasmid.
Can I have your address, just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Be careful out there, Lena.
You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a
waste of time. A dream. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold, coastal wind blows.
Okay, before we do the thing with the police, with the gun, because that's the last thing we're gonna do on the day, and then we're gonna go to bed in the game. Because I couldn't find the other place we could analyze for the bullet shots. I forgot what I was gonna do now. Oh no. Oh yeah, I need to check Gary's house. I want to see if there's anything, if I can go in there. Because I know where he lives, I know where his house is.
Whoa. What have we here?
A bridge?
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Guess I'll have to take my chances.
Guess so. Just be careful out there.
Our character is now paranoid after seeing the guy on the bridge. Hello, can I say hi to you?
Trying to sneak up on me?
Fine, okay. Jesus.
The door is closed again.
Okay, so I can't go there. Okay. Can I fast travel, please? I'm gonna load because I'm not gonna walk all the way back there just to fast travel. No, no, no. Not gonna do any of that. Okay. Oh yeah, I can check like my list. So good cop, bad cop, communist, sorry cop, honor. Okay. I want to fast travel to the church. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna save before I go there. Okay, excuse me?
Put your hands where I can see them. Show me your hands. This is the pace. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Raise your hands.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket.
Fear under threat! Fear under threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground! Get on the goddamn ground!
Man, I just want to talk to you.
Subject yourself to a full body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
In her mind, the cavity search is happening, as long as she's saying it. It appears the things she says are very real to her. You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag. Hug the pavement. You're under arrest.
She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
Officer Pigs, double Yefre to Harry Dubois, requesting your sidearm for inspection.
What?
Patrol officer, you're in gross violation of the RCM Code of Conduct.
In this moment of hesitation, she almost doesn't seem disturbed, but like someone suddenly waking from a deep sleep.
Patrol officer, I have to sign you up for a disciplinary hearing.
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the megaphone against her lips and teeth. A trickle of blood runs down her chin. She doesn't notice it.
Officer compromise, unlawful impersonation. Pigs en route. Engage your will.
Okay, she's actually more agitated now. My bad.
You're not the police, I am the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Lieutenant Double Refracto Harry Dubois for the 1st Precinct.
No! Oh no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth! Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation?
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
Does she not believe you're actually a police officer?
I really am a cop. Look. Oh wait. I don't want to take something from my pocket. She's gonna shoot me. I'm in full RCM's lieutenant's uniform. Trust me, I'm a cop.
License and registration license.
It's not a code, just disjointed words. She's losing it. One twitch and there would be blood.
Confined quarters, assailant coming at me.
Condition blank. All systems critical. No. They're really...
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't
Oh, Ron must have like unloaded the weapon before giving to her.
Police gunpowders have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun. Right now. This might be your only chance.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt. Okay, you need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Is touching her the best? This is not gonna help. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
Alright, what am I gonna do with you?
The catatonic woman, especially now that she's unarmed, doesn't seem to be a threat to anyone but herself.
Titus wants to be the sheriff. I'll tell him where to find. Yeah, maybe he knows the family.
Please leave the radio on. Mr. Moran is on Channel 8.
Reflex to what? Being left alone?
Oh, Channel 8 is... I forgot who... Was it Andre, one of the music guys in the tent? Channel 8 is the one that talks about, like, cop stuff, right?
Exactly. With only the voice of Gareth Morand to accompany her on Channel 8.
So she's being left alone for so long. Wait, at least we have more weapons. I can send a message to the group and like on the radio and tell them that. But okay, I'm gonna go talk to Hardy about this. I hope he's still here. Oh, he is. Okay, good. Hey, man.
It's you again. What is it?
You're not gonna believe it. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
If you wanna be the local law enforcement, these kind of things fall on your shoulders.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yeah, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Courant or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig.
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
Nope, she didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then. copper?
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
What's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir.
Respectable professions don't shoot kids, Cerdo.
Pig.
They don't beat confessions out of prisoners.
Easy there, Al. Sit down. We got one of our own to take care of, so let's not get worked up.
Where did she get all the cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river.
Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on this.
I'm not gonna do this one before we have Kin. We need Kin with us for this. I haven't checked this one because I can't find the way to get in there. Maybe when we have King with us, it's possible. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some interviews on the next day. I think we can go to bed now in the game. There's nothing else we can do, I don't think. Oh!
The lieutenant's door is closed. No response. What are you doing?
Okay, leave him alone. Leave him alone, it's fine. What is this?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay. I mean, I could level up my encyclopedia, but the encyclopedia is not that important anyway, so I'm not gonna bother.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Is there anything else that I can do? I think we should sleep
The
in.
bed is still cold.
We can do all of the rest tomorrow.
It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
It's gonna be the whole limbic system again thing.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning, tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
Spinning eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow, I don't want to, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keeps.
I wonder if this dialogue changes depending on how you've been acting.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector.
I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break. Beep, beep, beep! The alarm is ringing, Harry! The disco circus goes on and on! You barely slept 3 hours last night!
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
We can do this. Okay, I want to see what King says.
Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work.
What's going on?
Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have
you
to
seen my shit recently?
organized.
I've really gotten it together.
It's good that your personal business is in order, but we're talking about political matters of world history. You must seek out your revolution, but it won't be easy. They live underground. These communists aren't men. They're mole people.
But I'm part of the coalition authorities. Have I been persecuting communists this whole time?
Possibly. If you have been, it's only because you're a double agent. Listen to this. Do you really think you're the kind of person an underground communist cell would entrust with a mission that requires
probably
such
not
discretion? Regardless, what's past is past. You need
How am I supposed to find them if they're hiding?
Let your nose guide you, detective.
You must mean my nose and my huge and highly functional brain.
No, we meant your nose, as in that swollen muck detector in the center of your face. It just happens
What
to
does
be
communism smell like?
Failure.
Okay, but what does failure smell like?
It's a smell you know all too well. Simultaneous people sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martin. Incidentally, during the waning days of the anti-centennial revolution, a number of Revacholian communards. First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinez. When you get near to, you could also just look for more tangible evidence of communist activity. Images of Krasmazov and White Antlers are. You should begin by interrogating those lawless malcontents at the Dock Workers Union. There.
Hang on, what will I do once I establish contact with my fellow communists?
You'll discuss the monumental world historical task that lies before you. You'll engage in rigorous and spirited debates about Mazovian
Is that last
theory
part kind
and
of
practice.
counterproductive,
But
complaining about
mostly,
other communists?
Not at all. Complaining about other communists is one of the most important parts. Here we go. Wake, brave worker.
Really? I know Mañana is one of them. Okay, let's go downstairs because Kim must be waiting for us. I'm gonna be like, Kim, you have no idea what happened.
Yes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
I know that can be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late and argues with his necktie. You weren't sent here to win.
Okay, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up, like as a joke?
I've considered it.
But it's not true, right?
I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ah, so you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
He's right. There are no airtight theories. Just
I'm not gonna try to smell Kim. But okay, it's the start of a new day and there's so much we have to do because now we have to talk to Classy, we have the dead body, we have the so many things to do out there. But that's gonna be for another time because it's currently 9 PM and I think I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. I've made quite enough progress in the game. However, yeah, like this was the whole rest of the day. So for the next stream, I'm gonna be continuing, I'm gonna talk to, I'm gonna check the body on the beach, look around for the vantage points for the shooting. If I can't find more vantage points, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, and I also have to use the radio and say like, hey, I found my gun and all that. After all this, I'm gonna go talk to Classy. And after that, I think the only thing left is gonna be to talk to the Hardy Boys about Ruby. I don't think there's anything else left to do. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna be continuing next time, and I don't know about the streams during the rest of the week, but I'm probably gonna be continuing maybe on Wednesday. If not on Wednesday, then on Saturday.